I don't know who. It's been so long since I've seen you, friend. We are Bold and Blonde, the podcast. I'm Courtney Bieber.
I'm Melody Judge.
And it's been, what, 3 weeks?
It's been 3 weeks.
Because I know I had to cancel the last podcast because I wasn't feeling the greatest. And then we went to New Orleans, my husband and I, and then now here we are.
Here we are 3 weeks later.
Work it.
So we haven't been together for so long.
I know.
It's so good. And you are back from your trip.
Yes.
And I can't wait to hear all about it.
Oh my gosh. So much.
I can't wait to hear about it. When was the last time that you traveled?
2018 was the last time.
And you went to
San Francisco.
San Francisco treat.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
San Francisco treat. And
Do they do that?
Don't they?
I don't know.
Isn't that rice-a-roni?
Yeah.
It's the San Francisco treat is rice-a-roni.
Yeah, it is.
I like rice-a-roni.
I've never had it.
Here we go again. I can't believe the stuff that you've never had.
Oh, let's talk about food. I want to hear about, I want breakdowns of your time in New Orleans. And I have to tell you.
Tell me.
When you got back home, that's when the storms broke out. I'm praying for, we prayed for everybody and
right.
But I was so thankful that you guys were not in
lots of storms. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, lots of tornadoes. We got home on Friday. Today is Thursday, the 24th. So we got home almost a week ago. And the very next day, a gentleman was shot and killed on Bourbon Street by a stray bullet.
Oh my goodness.
And then,
do you know where?
It was at the Cat's Meow, at the karaoke bar.
Wow. And you remember seeing it? And
I remember I was just watching the news about it.
Wow.
So that was a big thing. And then, a couple days ago, these tornadoes hit. Yeah. They hit, I think, southeast of New Orleans in a place called Arabi. Now, don't quote me. Arbai, I believe.
I just saw that it went through downtown, didn't it?
It went through a lot of different places. I think.
Okay.
I want to say though that the town of Arabi, it was like an F3 or F4.
Right.
So you're not playing with a small tornado there.
No.
I just feel bad for New Orleans. They just get hit, with the storms and obviously hurricanes, and they are on a floodplain. They're pretty much built in a swamp. Mm-hmm. They're losing ground so many centimeters per year. In 50 years from now, there could be way less. So a lot of people think that New Orleans and that could be underwater in 50 to 100 years.
That's a scary thought.
That is scary.
That is very scary. So you have to go down there.
So you have to go down there now before they're underwater. No,
that's so bizarre.
I know.
It's so weird.
That town is so fascinating. If you like history, even if you don't, it's just a fascinating town.
You guys took some very, very interesting tours.
Yeah, we took plantation tours.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to, I wanted to post it on Facebook, but I didn't know how people were going to take it because it's such a hard topic.
Well, and as seeing it.
Yeah.
And do we like it?
Right.
As when you hit the button, your emoji button, love, because they're beautiful. Homes.
Yep.
And then the history behind it.
And that's not beautiful.
So what do so on our end, it was you're having an amazing time and I want to like that and support that. Mm-hmm. But wow,
But I think it's good to know history like that. It's good to be informed and to see stuff like that and to not have history repeat itself.
Yep.
And
you can't have it go away.
Right.
It can't.
Right.
You can't erase it. It happened.
So, it was very interesting. We saw two very different plantations. The second one, a couple of movies were filmed there, and it looked just right out of a movie.
It looked like the picture, one of them I noticed,
Oak Alley.
The tree.
Yeah, that was the one.
Oh my gosh.
That was fried green tomato. I just was wow, this is a movie.
So incredible.
I can't believe this is real. So the Laura plantation was more of a Creole style plantation. And then Oak Alley was very, I guess what you probably picture a plantation. Big old grand house.
Yes.
And then in the back where these little huts were the slave quarters.
How far away were they from the main house?
Not too far. I mean, definitely within walking distance.
Like, I guess I just didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I've never taken tours.
They're both sugar cane plantations, I believe. So they were, sugar for money and stuff like that. And just, it was really eye-opening.
Wow.
It was really interesting. And on our way there, we passed a lot of swamps. And the bus driver's like, now watch out for alligators.
Oh.
What, just, at the side of the road, just watch and see if
Did you see any?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
No, but, they could have popped up.
Exactly.
And, because it's swampland.
Wow.
So interesting.
So interesting. Would you like to live there?
I thought about it while I was down there. No, because it gets so humid. When we were there, it was nice. It was warm and whatever, but like you get June, July, August, September. Oh
no!
Hell no! I mean,
there's no way my hair would hate me for the rest of my life. It would just we'd have battles all the time.
You just stand outside and you sweat.
Right.
You don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's 100%
smell of
humidity. Oh gosh!
Street.
And then you've got
in the city.
Seriously, when we would walk, you knew you were coming up on Bourbon Street because it's loud, it's dirty. It's smelly. But then again, that's part of Bourbon Street's charm in a way. You know what I mean?
It is. Yes.
It sounds bad.
I just feel like it's so disgusting as human beings that you just leave your trash.
Yeah.
And you just do.
Somebody else will pick it up.
Nasty, whatever.
Yep.
And it's just gross.
Bodily functions.
Because it happens there means that you do have to do that. It's just nasty.
I know.
I know. I understand what you're saying, but you shared that picture. I'm just like, that's just so gross. Like, I would not want, I don't know, like.
It's a fine line. It's like...
Would you want a business with all that trash around all the time?
And they literally, they sanitize the streets. They wipe...
Oh, my God.
They brush the cobblestone and the streets and stuff with, this soap and sanitizer. And
yeah. They have to.
Yeah. It's...
How would you like to do that?
Ugh.
How would you like to be that guy or that person that has to go out and clean up after...
all the trash.
Nasty human beings.
And this was just the day after St. Patrick's Day.
I feel like I'm so old. I feel like I'm...
Get off my lawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I'm not that bad, but I guess I am.
Oh, I am.
Seriously.
Get off my lawn.
I don't know. I just want people to be respectful.
Right.
I don't know.
Bill and I
have a really hard time with people littering anyway.
Right.
And I feel like that's littering to the max.
Yep.
And don't care. Like, that's just gross.
They just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I feel like I can't. Yeah,
it was just taught. You were taught as a kid to throw stuff away, recycle, do it. Yeah. It's just
no. What was your favorite part?
Oh my gosh, shopping, eating, sleeping in.
Yeah,
just seeing the architecture. The French Quarter is their houses and their everything has shutters and wrought iron and some of these homes are called shotgun homes. They're the real. They look real tiny in the front, but they're real long.
Yeah.
I just love their architecture.
Yeah.
It's fun to visit. I don't think I could live there. It's also really not safe anymore. It's always not been kind of the safest city. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's sketchy. You got to be careful, and which is unfortunate because it's such a rich town of history and art, and the World War II museum's there, and we bought books. Bill and I just have some really...
Are you going to read them?
I am going to read them.
I'm impressed.
I know.
That was bad. No, we just started joking.
Melody has...
talking about that earlier.
Melody has a book club, and I haven't been to it.
And it's been going on for 5 years now. Maybe 4, but whatever. I'm not counting. I'm not bitter. No, I'm joking. We were talking about that. I mean, we've had Candace on. And talking about her book, which we're going to go support her book signing and reading.
Yes,
in April.
End of April, because April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month,
and it's going to be in Racine, Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Check out our Facebook page for that. We interviewed her a couple months ago.
February.
Was
it February?
Yeah. So it's last month.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's exciting. But anyway, so that's just kind of like an inside joke. So
I did
I love you.
I know. I did read her book.
Yeah.
All 82 pages. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that was big for me.
It's not. But
that is big for me.
Yeah. You love history, and so there's not any doubt in my mind that you're going to read that.
There's one book. It's all about the abandoned places in New Orleans.
Ooh.
And there's so many abandoned places.
So scary.
I know, right?
So scary.
It's good. It's a really good book.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of them abandoned because of Hurricane Katrina.
Sure.
And then they don't have the money to tear.
Right.
Charity Hospital is one of them. Still standing.
Oh my gosh.
Just, like, what do you do?
What do you do?
And then
it costs money to tear down.
I didn't know this, too. We get off the plane.
We're serious now, people.
We get off the plane. We're at Louis Armstrong International Airport in New Orleans. I'm like, damn, this place is gorgeous. This is really pretty. I don't remember this, blah, blah, blah. They built a new airport. Did you know this?
I didn't know that.
Sitting next to the old airport.
No, I did not know that.
So 6 years ago we were there, and I was like, I don't remember this airport.
You don't remember any work in progress or anything?
Nope.
Wow.
So they just built this one, and
I love the name.
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah,
I know,
so
right?
Cool.
Woo!
So cool.
But yeah, it's sitting right next to the old one. I'm like, what do you do with that now?
Right. It's like a shopping mall. I mean, what do you do?
Amazon should move in there.
What do you do with that? I mean,
so I'm like, well, that's why I'm like, wow, this is really pretty. It's really bright and clean, and I'm like, oh yeah, because it's new.
Yeah, well, give it a few
years.
Yeah.
It'll look like Bourbon Street.
Oh. So you had your beignets.
I had my beignets and my chicory coffee from Cafe Du Monde.
Did you bring any back?
No,
you didn't.
I mean,
I'm surprised you did not bring any.
I could bring back the fixins for it, like, and I could have.
I thought you were gonna bring. I'm like, yes, I brought back the pot, like the pot, like I took it off of the, of the coffee houses. Yeah,
I took it off the stove. Yeah. No, you can get like the box mixes. So I was gonna get that and then give it to you and have you make some.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear that? Like, very
because I don't read or cook.
Okay. All right.
People are like, well, what do you do?
Isn't that chicken? But isn't it? How do you cook coffee?
Well, no, I was going to have you make the beignets.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused.
I need you to cook for me, woman. No, I'm just kidding. You're like,
okay.
No,
I will. I'll do that. I missed you.
I know, right?
Oh man.
No, so
flight was good. Everything was good. Masks were on point. Your masks. Why do I even
fleur-de-lis, baby?
I should know.
Purple, gold, and green.
Like both of yours were.
Bill had the Saints colors, so black and gold.
Looks like
fleur-de-lis.
Little snacks sitting there.
Little snacks.
Like matchy. I mean, seriously, I was like, "Ooh, that's good. That is good." That was a planned out event. Like you just didn't pick those up at the airport to go there.
I had that like
last year.
Yeah. Before I even knew we were going to go back.
I walk in here, right? So I walk in, we're getting ready for the podcast. First thing, my birthday is next month. At the end of, it's almost May. And she's like, I have your birthday present. Like, I have part of it right here. Yeah. And so it's like, it's planned out.
I'm a planner.
Like, you are a planner.
Yeah.
Well, that needs to rub off on me.
Bill was against those masks, too. He's like, I don't want to pay for them. I'm like, we're getting these masks. Yeah. We're going to look cute in the airport.
How did he even know that you were getting them? Add to cart.
I'm like, we're getting these.
You have to.
Well, you have to wear them on the plane, too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. But you did not need a
vaccination?
Not a vaccination, but you did not need a negative test to get on the plane.
No. So no tests or vaccinations or anything like that. But we get down there and we didn't know New Orleans situation. They're about a year behind Walworth County. They're
how so? What do you mean?
Every business, and so we're talking restaurants and bars, have it on the doors. You need to either have your vaccination card or show a negative test within the last 72 hours
to get
served, to enter and to get served.
Oh my gosh!
So fortunately, we had our negative tests and we were able to get served. But it was like, oh crap! I mean, here we are scrolling on the phone. I'm like, thank God, you can just show a picture. But I was like, Mama can't eat McDonald's.
No,
every day of the trip.
No.
I need my po' boys.
You do. That's why part of the reason why you went there, because of the food and the history, you know.
I want my blackened chicken, my shrimp po' boys, all of that goodness.
What was the favorite? What was your best part of food wise?
For breakfast, I had French toast, but it was a French toast. It was actually French bread instead of like toast.
Slices.
Yeah, and they brush like a custard. Banana pudding type custard pudding something, and then they fry it up. So you don't really need syrup. Of course, I added it.
Of course,
but you don't need it. It's so good.
So was this like a banana pudding?
I don't even know if it was banana, but it was like a custard pudding. They brush it on, then fry it.
Wow.
You know, and I was like, oh, it was good.
I'd be in trouble if I lived there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So much.
It was really, really good.
Wow.
And then, of course, just any of my seafood. I love seafood. Yeah. So, Bill had a really good, catfish and just, oh my gosh. And then my first hurricane. So good. Oh, the drink.
I was like, what? They had a tornado. But
I had to do that.
Oh, yes.
They're known for their hurricane drinks.
Yes. Yeah.
I had to take a nap.
Oh,
did you see that picture?
I did. But you know what? You guys left. I was thinking about that. You guys left daylight saving time the next morning.
That's right. We did.
So you had to get up at 3 or 4 or something like that.
3:45.
So really, it would have been 2:45.
4:45, right?
What?
Spring forward.
Spring forward. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm so confused now.
Either way, I was tired, and I had a hurricane. And Bill's taking pictures of me as I'm sleeping.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
right. But he put the PG ones out there. I'm like, whoa, okay.
He did tell me, he's like, one picture.
He got you drunk.
One picture looked like
Bill's whole thing. He's taking
right.
Yeah, he wants to get you drunk.
Yeah,
and yeah.
He's like, one picture looked like you had a wedgie, so I made sure to. I was like, he's like, you baby, you were out. I'm like, what? Okay. I mean,
like, should I not be when I'm sleeping?
Right. But I forgot to tell you this. Seriously, I'm telling Melody this for the first time, you guys. So we're supposed to have a driver pick us up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited about this. I love it.
What time was he supposed to be here? 4:45?
Oh, because of the time change.
5:45? Something. I forgot the time already. But he wasn't here, so Bill called him. Bill woke him up.
Stop it.
And I mean, we're ready.
Stop it.
Shit's out on the curb. We are ready.
Oh my, you need a hurricane.
Pick us up.
Mom is ready to go.
And the guy's like, Bill's like, oh, what's your ETA? And he's like, oh, about 45 minutes. And he's like, oh, you're supposed to be here now. You could tell we had just woken him up.
Oh my gosh.
He apologized profusely.
So what happened?
He did you hear the alarm?
End up driving yourself?
So Bill said, would it be good to just drive to O'Hare now? And then the guy's like, no, I can be he was like trying to think fast.
Right, yeah, trying to think on his feet when he's still in bed.
Bill's like, you can hear the covers rustling.
Oh my gosh.
Like, oh my gosh. Oh. So we
how awful.
We wound up driving to the Brat Stop. So people know Brat Stop is in Kenosha.
Yeah.
And we just drove there. He met us there. Then he drove us down.
Perfect.
Got right on 94. Went down to O'Hare.
So what did you do with your vehicle though? You left it at the Brat Stop.
So we left. Bill's car at the Brat Stop.
You should have called me. We would have went to get it.
Oh my gosh, no. So the guy actually drove it back here, and his wife followed him.
Oh, okay. I was like, how does that happen?
Yeah, so we had to leave it there. And
you have a Tesla. I don't know.
Yeah.
Self-driving.
So it was a little bit of back and forth.
Wow.
But it was fine. If that was the only hitch in our giddy up for the vacation.
Yeah. So be it.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, you got to be kidding. This is the way we're starting out the vacation.
Right, exactly.
Of course I go into like panic mode, sweating.
I would be too. I would be too.
You know, because I'm like...
How long did you wait for, like 5 minutes past the time? Or how long do you wait? Do you know what I mean?
Right. It was like a minute or two and Bill's like, I'm calling. Right. Because a service like that is usually there early.
Yes.
You load the baggage. You're on the road.
Usually they're there 10, 15 minutes ahead of time.
Yeah. But you know what? I would use them again. There was this was one snafu.
It was daylight saving time.
And it was daylight saving. And I mean, who goes to the airport at 3:45 in the morning? Jeez. I mean,
you guys do.
Next time I'll remember that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
But yeah, I forgot to tell you that.
So you guys finally were able to go on vacation.
Yes.
After that long. So good.
Yes.
I was so happy for you guys to get away.
It's just nice.
So good.
You know, but then you come home and you need a vacation from your vacation.
I know, but then I get here and Easter threw up.
Easter did throw up.
Throw
up. Threw up. Forgot how to talk. There's Peeps. Bill even said, he's like, did the Peeps throw up? I'm like,
oh my gosh, I love it.
Well, I couldn't look at Shamrocks anymore.
No. Yeah, that's past.
And I knew you were going to come over this week, so.
It's all good. I know. Like, it's inspiring me. I haven't got my Easter decor out. So, did I say decor? Decor. Anyway, I haven't gotten it out yet, so I need to. So, this has inspired me to go home and get that done. Is that a new tray over there?
It is.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
It says,
I'm so into teal.
Where have you been, yay, all my life?
Oh my God, I
get
love
it? Ben yay.
I get it. Uh-huh. Closest things I get to a beignet is Bengay. Got some of that on this week.
That's good.
I'm not kidding. I actually had to buy some.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm thinking of no. I'm thinking Vaseline.
What is happening? We have lost control.
I was thinking
of the podcast.
Of the
Aspercreme?
Is it Bengay like that you put on like for colds and?
Oh no, your Vicks. Oh my gosh!
No, I don't have any Bengay.
I don't think Bengay is for colds. That would be Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, you get some. How often do you buy that?
Like once every years, 20 years,
a lifetime.
Right.
It's just like in Walgreens. I'm like, I think I need some of this. I need some. Are you getting hot?
Right. I was
so
getting
hot.
I know.
So hot. What do you think about? So I'm glad that you're back.
Thank you.
So good.
Yes.
Taking care of business. What's next for us? Well, we have dinner tonight.
I was like, wait, taking care of
what?
What's happening? What are we doing? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Back to the grind.
I know. How's work going?
Work is good. I've got some people lined up to do some organizing.
Oh yeah, awesome.
And then I've got my two littlest clients, my 5-year-old twins that I watch 3 days a week.
So adorable.
We have a lot of fun with them. So, and then our podcast, just it's keeping me busy.
I know.
And what about you? Fair?
Work.
Oh my gosh.
Work.
It's going to be summer before we know it.
I know it. Thank goodness.
And then I'll never see you.
Do you know? But you will. But we need to figure out our 1-year anniversary party.
Yes.
That's coming up.
Yes.
During Rib Fest. It was July
17th.
Yeah.
It's Bill's birthday.
And that is the first year of Rib Fest. So we might have to have like a party.
Okay.
Like maybe afterwards. Well, we can do it there too. But
Yeah.
I'll be working I will be working. But I'm thinking about like having a party.
Yeah.
An anniversary, happy birthday.
And everybody's invited.
Party. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
I mean, I want everybody to come out to Rib Fest.
Come to Rib Fest.
But but I was thinking about that because I was working on the website today and just other various things. Mm-hmm. Our 1-year anniversary is coming up.
Yeah.
Real coming in hot.
I know.
So
we should
need to
definitely
talk about that. And
what are we going to wear?
We need to get swag bags. We need to figure out what we're going to wear. We need to figure out where, what,
Exactly.
when, who.
Yeah. Swag bags and what we're going to wear. That's always the way it is. I was even going to ask you when we go to Candace Sanchez's book I
know.
signing, like, well, what are you going to wear?
Oh, my gosh.
Candace, what do you want us to wear?
What do you want us to wear? Anyway. Well, I'm glad that you're back. Okay, so this weekend.
Yeah.
Grammys.
Oh.
Kanye West.
Oh.
Is he canceled?
I say she's a golden body. Sorry, like he's not invited. He wasn't invited, but now he's uninvited, and now he's. I just can't with Kanye.
I know, and you
always liked him.
I do, but he needs to stop the bullying with Kim.
Yeah,
he needs to stop that, and with other people,
and
as
grow
well.
up.
Oh my gosh,
I just can't with him.
And that is right, exactly.
Yeah, he's just one that. I don't know.
I hope that he has some issues.
Is it a publicity thing?
I don't think so. I think that there is something something going on that he needs some help with.
Okay.
Like he just needs to somebody needs to tell him no.
Yeah.
And obviously Kim is, but he keeps, going. So in the meantime, did you hear that Kylie changed her son's name?
Yes, from Wolf.
Now it's not Wolf anymore.
Do we know what it is yet?
I don't know.
Okay, because it's not Wolf. It's not Wolf. That's what I saw, but I didn't
see. To keep up.
I'm just like, really? We've got wars. We've got all this stuff.
I know. And now we're talking about that.
I think I'm going to change my son's name.
I know. Now I'm talking about it.
No. I think, obviously, we are going to talk about it. But it's just like, to have that kind of an issue be...
Right.
Front page of, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm going to change your name
Exactly.
Like,
I know. Of course I read it.
Okay. I did too.
Talking about that, what about the WNBA star that's being held in Russia that was arrested and is being detained for hashish oil?
Really? I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah. Like she is facing like 10 years in a Russian labor camp.
Okay. I know. I didn't hear about that.
Oh boy. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't think.
No, that's just everything over there in Russia and Ukraine. I just praying.
Right.
Just
Brittany
keep
Griner.
praying.
That's what I thought her name was, but I didn't want to misspeak. But yes, she's detained. Finally, a U.S. official was allowed apparently to see her after a month. I think in Russian jail, detained or whatever. So that's scary, and I'm
no kidding.
So worried about everybody else praying for the people that are caught in the middle of this crazy.
I know
game Putin is playing. This, it's not a.
He's such a turd.
It's just awful.
And Zelensky, he's staying true to his. He's going to do what he can. He's doing everything. You know, and it's so sad.
Right, it is. So we are praying for everybody in the world that's being affected.
No kidding,
by this.
Right? I mean, there's just everywhere. It's just and gas, prices, and it's just. And I've seen a lot of people saying, well, it doesn't really bother me. There are worse things. Yes, there are worse things.
Absolutely, there
But the thing is that, and I'm not getting political, it's just, this is not a good thing to be happening.
Right.
Gas and wars and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? It's not, I hope it doesn't bring further destruction.
Right.
Further crisis. Now you can't get food or you can't get, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's just, I'm looking long term and scary.
I know, very scary. So we are definitely praying for everybody.
I want to ask you, I don't remember the name, but it was in the news about the swimmer who...
The trans swimmer,
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
my thoughts on that? Or you already know or what we're going to ask?
Well, I just was going to ask your thoughts. I just, why don't we make 3 separate cases then? Why don't we do male swimming, female swimming, and a trans or something? It just, I don't understand the fact that she, one, you have a different build, and that's okay. Females have a different build from men.
Right.
And, we should all be treated equal, but we are different, and we should celebrate that, and that's okay. But the fact that, his upper body,
he's stronger,
right? And I should say her. I'm trying to be respectful.
But males are generally stronger.
Right.
They're built differently than females are.
Right.
Yes, and
I just
Leah Thomas.
Yes,
Leah Thomas. Caitlyn Jenner is speaking out against her and saying that Leah Thomas is not the rightful winner of the NCAA title. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I don't feel like that the title should be going to her.
No, and
I just shouldn't.
Here's the thing: if you want to do the trans, if you I don't know what it's like to feel trapped in a different body. So we're not talking about that. If
we're talking about performance,
we're talking about
performance here at a collegiate level.
Yeah,
and scholarships, and who's going to be losing out from other scholarships if there's going to be other trans gender students, and
women have come so far. We've come so far to vote and to get equal pay and all this stuff, and now You were born a man.
Right. So you're right. So should there be 3 categories?
That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe that there should. I have not heard that.
Or he can still compete as a man, even though he's a trans, he identifies as a woman. Okay, you can identify as a woman, but you're going to compete as a man because your build is different. You know.
Exactly.
He didn't have breasts in the way. He didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's everything that's just,
your
it's
genetic
different.
makeup is different. Your build is different.
Yes.
Your strength is different.
Yeah.
It's all different.
So
plumbing is different.
Right.
So
I'm not talking about like what you identify or anything like that, but it's just the fact of it being fair.
I am going to say,
tell me.
There are high school kids that are identifying as cats, as like Furbies or.
And that's the show for you folks. I mean, kidding. Oh my god! Like for real?
For real. You said cats. Litter boxes and everything. Are they called furries or something?
You said cats, and I immediately was like,
Like not that kind, not Broadway.
Oh, not Broadway?
No, not Broadway.
Damn, I was going to say, well, then that's good. They can identify as...
It's happening here. It's happening in other parts of the world. Other parts of the United States, I know.
Oh.
I don't know about the world, but the United States for sure. I know it's happening in my home state. Like I said, here.
Really?
It's happening. I read... it's happening in other states.
Sure.
In high schools.
Identifying as...
They're demanding litter boxes. Anyway, we can save that for another show. But that's crazy. The world is...
Yeah, the world...
The world's weird to end on.
I'm sorry.
Meow mix?
That's... Meow mix. Meow, 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 meow. I love the Meow Mix commercials.
I do too. I have to say. I mean, I love cats.
Yeah, I do too.
Four-legged, real cats.
Furry.
Anyway. Oh, man. Good to have you back. Good to be back.
Thank you.
So anyway.
I missed you.
I missed you too. And we all missed you out there. Thank you for joining us. We'll always save a seat for you. So thanks for joining us here. And that is going to do it. Hey, as always, stay positive, test negative, and thanks for shopping at Melody Mart.
See ya.